Welcome back, Fat Boys and Fairways.
Oh my gosh. It's been a while.
Episode,
7?
I don't
8?
know, some episode.
Episode number next.
Yes.
Whatever this episode is. So,
It's been a while since we've actually sat down and talked. We've been playing a lot of matches, been playing a lot of golf.
yes, that has been nice.
Yeah.
So this summer, I have taken on the lessons more full time and not been substituting, not been doing other things. So I've been able to play more golf, which is fantastic. We talked about office views earlier, about 2 weeks ago. You showed a nice office view of your sunroom.
Yeah.
And I managed to send him an office view of the driving range. And I posted something on my site, 10 out of 10 recommend get you an office view that you love. It is an awesome opportunity that I have, and I'm very thankful that God's given me the opportunity to have that office view, and it has paid off tremendously, and I'm very thankful for that. But before we go any further, they need to make sure that they
like and subscribe. Also, go check out some of our shorts.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Some of the shorts. I had intentionally told you we were going to talk about that last because
I wanted to get it out here.
Oh my gosh. So my wife says that the last one we put out, which was earlier today on YouTube, but yesterday on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, was the funniest one we've had. If y'all have not had a chance to go watch that, it's definitely worth a putt.
Yes. It's just us being silly.
Which is what we do all the time.
Yeah, and I like pickles.
And you like pickles. And oh my. It got borderline. This is a family show. That was borderline.
I just like pickles. I don't know what the problem was. I was eating a pickle.
We'll let y'all be the judge of that. Y'all just go watch that short along with several others that we have out there. And if you haven't checked us out on other social media, TikTok has several shorts out there, but Instagram, Facebook, put out all kinds of other posts. Be sure to follow us on all socials. We would greatly appreciate that. Help us get this information out there. Again, it's just where we like to gather and have a lot of fun and goof off.
Yeah, we do that quite a bit. We played a couple rounds of golf this week, and we have. You gave Caroline a lesson, my daughter.
Yep, and we actually was able to get her out on the course, and during that lesson, we had a nice impromptu match with a
couple of guys.
A couple of guys that are very, very competitive. Should we name those guys?
Nah, we'll leave them off of
it. We'll leave their names off of it for now, but they're very competitive. They know who they are. We decided to take it very relaxing stroll on the back nine at Flagstone, and take some time with Caroline as we were.
Oh, brownies!
Brownies are done.
Brownies are done.
Oh, Mrs. Cookie made brownies. Miss Cookie made brownies. This is fantastic. We get brownies in a few minutes. Is it time yet? Nope, not yet. Okay, we're not done yet. Anyway, we decided to take this match not as serious this time, and we actually played better.
Yeah, we did.
We played a lot better, but it was a little slower of a match. We didn't film. It was just impromptu. We didn't have everything with us. But it was a little slower because we were taking time letting Caroline hit some.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys we were playing with, they don't like to play very slow. They were very supportive of Caroline. Don't get me wrong, very supportive of letting her hit and letting her take their time, but it may or may not have pushed their golf game the wrong way.
Yeah.
To the point of where they felt like they should have beat us. And in all honesty, probably should have been a little bit tougher for us than it was. But it wasn't. We tied that match thanks to a nice little par putt from us on the 18th. But we were also rushing at the end because we were almost out of time. We had to get the carts in on time. We don't like to hold the cart guys up at Flagstone to get them out of there on time because they treat us real good.
Come here.
Millie is joining us once again. She likes to be a guest star. She's going to be a famous dog.
Yeah.
I think. We had to make her put her clothes on first. She was running around without her collar. couldn't let her be naked on TV.
But then Wednesday we just had a fun. We didn't even. It wasn't a match. We just played 18 holes. 4 of us. That was fun.
Yeah, the same 4 of us that are going to play in a nice little scramble in September to support my son's wrestling team.
Mm-hmm.
So we were playing in that, just goofing off and hanging out. And
I hit my irons better than I have a long time.
Golf games coming around for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to see some more consistency. I'm getting more time to play this year. It's not just get off work, go straight and give lessons. I'm actually getting the chance to play. So I'm starting to see my golf game come around a little bit, which is very nice. So, it's getting real nice out there. I'm enjoying in my office view.
Yeah, I don't have an office view like that. I don't have a bad office view. Don't get me wrong.
No,
mine's not like that.
No.
And I get to get off work and go play golf with Fat Boy and Caroline, who's sitting behind the camera right now.
And hey, so we were thinking of talking about equipment tonight.
Yeah.
First things first. Caroline got her some new clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little set of full set Wilson clubs from the PGA Superstore.
Wilson profiles.
And man, I'm gonna tell you what, made a big difference with her swinging. She wasn't bent over as much, putting as much stress on the back. She was being able to swing more freely and making some really good contact. What'd she have into that par 3 the other night? About 120?
120 and put it over the green.
Carried the green
into the tall stuff.
Lost a ball, but still, that doesn't matter. She absolutely killed that drive. It was awesome. So she's swinging much better. And
she's starting to kind of figure out the short game a little bit, starting to chip around the green some.
Yep.
She did a good job.
Middle school tryouts coming up in October. I think she'll be ready. Mm-hmm. I think she'll be good to go. So we'll hope. We've got quite a few that are trying out for middle school. My son as well. He's been playing in some SNEDS tours, having a good time, hanging out. He's very nonchalant. He don't take anything serious.
Yeah, she had to have foot surgery this past spring, so that kind of put her a little bit behind. But we're making up ground now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, with the new clubs. Speaking of equipment, so one of the guys in the match the other night just got a brand new driver, QI35. Says that he notices a huge difference in it, and I see some of the swings. It does make a big difference, but what do you think about new equipment, and is it absolutely necessary? And we'll take comments on this also on the video for better scores.
I don't think it's absolutely necessary because, I mean, you had guys in the 90s shooting 10, 15 under in tournaments.
Okay. So
at an amateur level, the more technology, I think it helps.
Okay.
The more forgiving of a club.
So we've talked about this in the past. How old are your clubs?
I've got TaylorMade M1s. They're from like 2018. My irons and my drivers from 2000. The Ping G25s from 2013.
Okay.
My hybrids, y'all gonna laugh at this one. My hybrids is a Callaway Big Bertha hybrid. It's but I had a 245-yard shot into the green on a par 5 yesterday. When was that? Yesterday? No, day before yesterday. Thursday. And I hit that Callaway Big Bertha hybrid off the deck, 245, and put it on the green. I mean,
Did you have wind help?
No.
Are you sure you didn't scull it?
Nope. I had a good rollout.
Was there other witnesses other than your daughter?
Yeah,
because we've talked about those 4 irons in the past and how you hit them 215 and although I don't doubt you hit it, I've seen you swing hard and hit the ball a long way. Every once in a while you'll catch one super good and hit a distance that you're not used to hitting for sure.
Caroline saw it. She's sitting back here.
She's your daughter. She don't count. She's gonna lie for you.
Can we call him up?
No, we don't need to call Matt. I want to be up. I played with Matt the other day also. Great guy. We may end up having a match with him and the other Matt before long. Kind of talked about that. We may have them on for a match. But it's I don't think equipment is absolutely necessary for better scores. I think we tend to think that it is, and we see. And now I will say, you know, one of the gentlemen that we played with the other night, he went from Titleist DCIs, which are 25 years older, to CB 714s. I think 714s. And I will say the forgiveness is better, and they're easier to hit. And I think that much of a swap could be a big deal. But when you get into stuff from say 2010 on, is it absolutely necessary when they come out with a new equipment just to? Are you just gonna stand there all night? You just want to be on camera, don't you?
Sit down.
You just think everybody likes dogs. That's okay. I think they love you, Millie. But I don't think it means as much.
No.
You got a lot of kids out there these days that they'll have a set of clubs for a year, and all of a sudden somebody else is fitting and they're not hitting something real well, and they're just going to get new clubs. I just don't know that it's necessary. Now, as they grow, obviously they got to get new clubs that are fit for their height. And I've seen that, such as Caroline getting new clubs. Hers was too short.
Hers too short, so she's bent over and topping everything. And so having clubs fit for you, I think, is more important than. I mean, you go from a set of Titleist to a set of TaylorMades.
I don't think that means as much.
You go from last year's Titleist to this year's TaylorMades. You're not going to really see.
I don't think so. I don't think it means as much.
Now, I will say, I'm a low 20s handicap. I'm not a great golfer. And I went from Callaway, they were forged cavity backs, to TaylorMade M1s, and I saw a big improvement.
So we talked about that in the past, the different types, the cavity back to a forged cavity back to a full blade. I think if you change types, you could see a big difference.
And my Callaways were just hand-me-downs from my dad. That's just what he had, and I've got a lot of hand-me-down stuff from. Well, half my bag's still hand-me-downs.
It tends to work best that way.
So yeah, I mean, I saw a big difference in how well I made contact with the ball. I won't even say make contact, how well I was able to hit the ball, even if I didn't hit it exactly square.
Okay. I would definitely like to have new clubs. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely like to have some new clubs. Mine are from 2013, CB 712s, and I love them. But I would like to have some new clubs. I have seen, a difference. There's things that I would like to do, but new clubs are expensive.
Yeah. Especially what we want.
So if any golf manufacturer out there would want to just send us some new clubs, we're going to put that out there. I'm never afraid to ask. We would gladly represent your clubs if you just wanted to send us some or give us a huge discount.
Yeah, I got to say, TaylorMade has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no.
I just like the hat.
And it's not backwards and you got on sleeves.
I know, right?
And it's not the coldest Memorial Day anymore. It's the hottest week of the year. And you put on sleeves.
I'm playing too much. I guess the golf sophistication is rubbing off on me. I don't know.
That or was your sleeveless shirts just dirty from working?
Yeah, mowed in one of them. Wore one of them yesterday at your house, working on dryer.
Hey, which is fixed, by the way.
Yeah.
I may or may not have put that back together by myself.
I troubleshot it for you.
You did the troubleshooting, and we got that part, and I put it back together myself, and it actually turned on. It's amazing. So, full-time golf instructor, part-time handyman. Do not call me if you need help because we do not trust it. You can call him. He could probably help you out a lot more than I could. I don't think we want to trust that. I think I'm gonna stay outside in my office view and work on my sock tan line a little bit more.
I've got a pretty fancy diploma from Chattanooga State that says industrial electricity on it, so I should be able to help you with that kind of stuff.
I've got a degree, but it does not say anything about handyman work.
Yeah.
So we're lucky that dryer spun around and turned on when I put that part back in and turned it on. So,
anyway,
anything else on equipment?
My dad. I'm gonna knock on my dad a little bit.
Oh Lord,
I love my dad to death.
Does your dad watch the show?
Yeah, he does. I love my dad to death, but I remember he used to tell my mom all the time, if I just get this new driver, it's gonna I get these new set of irons. And I used to hear I had my mom on speakerphone when it was the last weekend. She's like, "Does that work?"
So when I mentioned that Caroline got new clubs and it helped her tremendously, it really only helped your dad's argument.
Yeah, it really.
You're welcome, Mike. You're welcome.
So, yeah, I heard it my whole life. Yeah, forgetting. That's why I've got so many cool clubs.
Because he just kept
buying clubs. I've got a Ping 2 iron out there.
That's not. We don't need to hit that.
Why? It's awesome.
Calls.
If you can actually square it, dude, you can hit like 230.
That's a big if.
If you can actually square it,
it's a big if.
You can hit like 230.
So based on the reactions from behind the camera, I have a feeling Millie was acting like a dog quite a lot right there. Sorry, family show. Can't help the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, and we thought talking about the pickles was bad.
And she's embarrassing when they
left. Millie got embarrassed. She had to leave. She seen everybody laughing. Anyways, so what about the Keegan Bradley win this past week at the Travelers?
Dude, I think it's awesome. Especially he's come up, which let me preface this by saying I don't dislike Tommy Fleetwood. I think Tommy Fleetwood's a good golfer. I think he's a good dude. He seems like a nice enough guy. I watched him on Grant Horvat's show.
He deserves a win.
Dude, he does. But it was sweet. Keegan Bradley walking up and the whole crowd chanting, USA, USA.
Especially considering what happened 2 years ago when he was left off the Ryder Cup team.
Yeah, forget Zach Johnson. I don't like that guy. All that was he got his buddies. He didn't get the best players to win.
So the big conversation, obviously, we're coming into the Ryder Cup. Keegan Bradley gets a win. He's the Ryder Cup captain this year. And the big conversation is he going to be a captain and a player?
Yes.
So
I think he's going to.
Does he? I think right now he's automatically qualified, is he not?
He was right on the line of.
He's on the line.
No, he wasn't automatically. He'd have been in. They take
the top six. Top six.
Yeah, they take top six, but he was.
Or do they take the top 8 in Ryder Cup and pick 4?
They take the top 6 in Ryder Cup and pick 6.
And then in President's Cup, they take the top 8 and pick 4.
Yeah,
something like that. Either way,
he is like borderline top 12.
And from all talk, from everything I've seen on him, he is all about. He doesn't care which tour you play for. He's going to pick who he thinks can win at Bethpage.
And you know who will best line up, or best who will do best at Bethpage, right?
Oh, Bryson.
Bryson, my guy.
I really think Bryson will be on the team.
Oh, Bryson's going to be. Dude, they need to put him in every league. Bryson's going to kill it.
And I do think he'll choose him. I do think, it's been a number of years since USA has lost on American soil. And we have the Ryder Cup coming up, and y'all definitely need to be watching when it gets Ryder Cup time.
Oh, yeah.
We have a guest star coming on.
She's going to be awesome.
She's going to be awesome. She'll remain unnamed, but we're hoping that there's a little side bet. And
Brock will have to wear a Europe hat if USA loses. So, Keegan Bradley, if you see this, I doubt you will. But if you do, we're counting on you.
We're counting on you because I do not need to put on that ugly blue hat. But we are going to make her wear one that says USA.
Yeah.
So we hope, but she will be on the podcast soon when it comes to Ryder Cup time. And I do think he'll make a great player captain.
Oh, yeah. And then he's got Jim Furyk, who's a assistant.
Do you think he has Phil Mickelson as an assistant captain?
That'd be cool.
What about Tiger?
No.
You don't think Tiger will be an assistant captain?
Nope.
Why?
Just don't.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. No, I think he's going to have Jim Furyk because how many times has Jim Furyk been a part of the Ryder Cup?
Oh, yeah.
And then that'd be cool, Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
I just don't see Tiger being a.
He's been an assistant captain before.
Okay.
And he's he was captain of the President's Cup team. He's been an assistant captain in the past. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. See who makes the team. Who doesn't make the team? Obviously, Scotty's locked in.
Oh, Scotty's locked in. I'd say JT's in after his way he's played.
He's played well. He's coming back. I would love to see Ricky Fowler play really good.
I don't want him in. I'm
Why?
a Ricky fan, but he has not been consistent at
He's
all.
not been consistent. I would love to see Jordan come back around and be on the team.
He's not been consistent.
He's not been consistent, but I would love to see the consistency come back.
I mean,
I think he is a great partner to JT.
Yeah, but he's not been consistent.
So,
he don't deserve to be on the team. And I'm a Ricky fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing Ricky. The dude does not have the play. That is what was wrong with Zach Johnson. He picked his buddies. The dudes didn't have the play, and the dudes weren't dudes. They were just out there.
Be dudes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Then you look at the President's Cup. They went up there and kicked Russell Rollton in. Even Scotty dropped a 30-foot putt and was like up in Tom Kim's face. Like,
who's his best friend? Who's one of his best friends?
Which Tom Kim, dropped one. And then he kind of, who sees Scotty doing that?
Oh, the Ryder Cup brings out the best in everybody.
That was President's Cup.
I know, but it brings out the best in everybody. I love to see it.
But they got to be dudes. They can't be these guys that are just buddies with, so they're legacy players. Ricky's been around forever. Okay. And please don't mishear me. Oh, dude, I was the biggest Ricky fan ever. Me and Ricky's the same age. When he came to the pros, I was like, dude, man, that guy's the same age. I followed him. I loved his outfits. I loved all his cool shenanigans he did, all that stuff. He does not deserve to be on the Ryder Cup team. Because I don't want to have buddies on the team and then not win. I would rather have guys that, I'd rather have somebody that's no name, Harris English or something on there, which Harris English is not no name, but,
JJ Spawn.
JJ Spawn's cool.
Ben Griffin.
Like, those guys have earned the right to play over guys like Ricky and Jordan Spieth.
Okay.
Just because they're
okay.
Ricky and Jordan Spieth don't automatically give them the right to play.
I completely
That's where
agree.
Zach Johnson screwed up. And that's where Zach Johnson lost us the Ryder Cup, and that guy should move out of the United States.
Do you realize how long it's been since we've won on European soil?
I don't care.
That's a tough road to hoe when we get over there.
I know, but they could have done a lot better if it hadn't been the good old boy system.
Okay. Well, I think that's enough rant about the Ryder Cup and Keegan Bradley. Keegan, I hope you see this, and Keegan, I hope you go up there and you kick some tail just to prove them wrong, and I hope you're a player on the team with the Ryder Cup guys as well as their captain, and you surround yourself with great assistant captains, and I think it's going to be a great match, and I can't wait to see what happens because I cannot wait to see our guest star in a USA hat.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. But I will say she's a good sport about it.
She's a very good sport.
She is from just north of London.
Sure. So, somewhere over there.
Yeah.
But
so that kind of gives you.
Anyway, I think that covers just about everything for tonight.
Yeah.
We may have went a little past our 15 minutes, but that's okay. We hope y'all enjoyed tonight's episode. We hope y'all tune in and see everything. Like and subscribe to all the channels, and because as always, it will be worth a putt.
Good night.